I devote myself to study and to explore by wisdom all that is under heaven. Bringing the knowledge and skill learned. Still we chase after the wind. Through ignorance in circles we spin. Come on, people, let's realize. Open their eyes, it's time to get wise, wise, wise. It's time to get wise, wise, wise.
Well, it's time to get bookwise. And for the past few weeks, we've been talking about a book. It's called Breaking Your Barriers. Can you see it? Can you see it? And, oh, awesome. Okay. And we are going to be talking with the author today. And so you're invited to jump on to Facebook Live and YouTube Live to see the author, Shanique Davis. How you doing, Shanique? Hello. Whatever your voice. Hold on, let me can't hear you. Go on again. So good to have you on.
Great. Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yes. So Shanique, let's talk a little bit about who Shanique is and why did you decide to write a book, and then why you decided to write this book.
Thank you. So Shanique Davis is Christian, of course. I don't think a lot of people know that because I'm always very practical about stuff. I am outspoken in a lot of ways. I express myself in a unique way. And so I thought that writing a book, of course, would be the best way to get a message out there based on my own experiences with work, repeating cycles in my family, finding it hard to forgive and all of that. I decided that why not help other people who might be struggling with the same thing and probably feel as if there is no hope. God doesn't want me anymore. I'm not good enough for anything. So I decided that, hey, I should just write this thing because I write well and I've always been writing. So just do it
There
for
you
God.
go. Yeah. You sound like you sound like it sounds like a journey that I have been on. And I salute you for doing that. Because what I always say that whatever we are going through is an indicator that there are 5 more, 10 more, 50 more, 100 more persons or more who are going through the same thing and just need a little push and a pull. And so you, out of your pain, came up with a fantastic book, Breaking Your Barriers. So you're saying that some of these things you faced and you wanted to help others face them.
All of them. I faced everything.
All of them. You
Every
know, I
single
was trying to
thing.
be kind to her, I tried to be kind, and my girl just said, no, miss, I faced all of it. Oh my goodness. What would you say was your greatest lesson, if I can ask that?
Greatest lesson is that I can do all things
Wow.
Christ who strengthens me, because at the end of the day, I could have lost my mind. I could
Yeah.
have given up on myself, and the same way a lot of people have given up on me, I could have just let go and just be nothing, because we all feel that way at times. But
Yeah.
I found that if I come out and shine and do what God has called me to do instead of shying away and sitting down in my rut and not moving and feeling stuck all the time, then a lot of other people are going to be stuck, because whether we believe it or not, Auntie Nadine, people are watching us. And
Yes.
even after I released the book, persons were asking me, Shanique, what happened to all the details? I say, you know what the details are, but I don't need to write the details. The fact that
Yeah.
I wrote is because I wanted people to be encouraged that you can
Yes.
do anything, you can pull through any barrier that would keep you from moving forward.
How long did it take you to get up and decide I'm going to write this book?
Oh Lord,
And how long did it take you to decide you would write, and how long did it take you to actually write?
that was a task on its own, because my biggest cheerleader is my husband, and
Oh.
he was the one who actually cussed me out one night, saying that you need to write something. You should be writing books. And I'm like, no, because who would want to read anything that I write anyway? I'm not anybody important,
Mm.
and when I actually did the outline, I used work as an excuse at the time. I was working in Portmore, and to take the bus from Portmore to St. Andrew, where I am up on the hill, it would be a 2 hour journey to and fro. And
Yeah.
it was so exhausting. So every evening I would say, I'm tired. I don't have the time. I can't be bothered. Just write the outline so he can feel good. But then when I found that I had to write a lot of the things that I had to deal with personally, and how God really showed me some unique yet practical strategies in dealing with the things, I said, a lot of other people out there need this. So I just
True.
pushed through and
Yeah.
did it. And it took me
Well,
around 8 months.
about
Yeah,
how many months?
8 months to do it.
There, you need to start a little video something and tell people if you just push. I don't know, something because I think COVID kind of pushed a lot of persons into areas they never thought they had. I mean, it took a COVID to push persons to start their own business. It took a COVID to push persons to write their own book. When did you write this?
It was year before last.
Mm-hmm.
No, hold on. Sorry. Year
Well,
before last, I was, going through the process. I
yes.
published March 8th, 2020. So, Monday gone was a big excitement for me because I got to celebrate
Wow.
National Women's Day. So,
Wow. That's awesome. Amazing. But if I'm going to read, so I mean, I wish I could read a whole heap. And people on Facebook and YouTube, please comment and just, share what you think, right? Don't settle. One thing I have to say, the book is easy reading. So I opened and I went to chapter one. I was like, okay, chapter one. And then what you did was you break down every little thing. So you have in chapter one, renew your mind, renew your thinking, and that's a little something. So you can read that Monday morning, Monday evening, you're going back to your bed, you take up your book, you read chapter one, types of thinking, and you go back to your bed, and you can read 2, 3 sections. I love how you sectioned it to make it easy on the eye and on the mind, so it don't look like this. Oh God, for those who don't like reading, because people who love reading never read a yes, they'll read an encyclopedia in one night. But this is true. So this one says, "Do not settle. Try to remember what it felt like when a foreign object like your eyelash or dust got into your eyes. Was it uncomfortable? That is how it feels when you find yourself somewhere where you don't belong. Sometimes you settle in a relationship or a job which makes you unhappy, regardless of the disrespect and abuse you are subjected to. I'm no expert in these things. I skipped a sentence there, but if there is constant unhappiness, it becomes questionable. Why settle when there is much more to be had? There are times when the pay you receive is not enough to cover the bills. Dear Lord, I'll be a witness. Stop allowing your concern for where your next meal is coming from. How you will pay your bills or how you will take care of your family cause you to settle for less than you deserve. That you could preach right there on that.
Yes.
Is there a favorite section that you have in the book? I really salute you on how you wrote the book. It's a really beautiful book. Is there a favorite part for you?
My favorite part, to be honest, is shying away.
Where is that now? What chapter? Shying away. I see it. Chapter 89. I mean, page 89. Page 89. I'm going to read it. I'm sorry. It's short enough. I'm not sorry, but I'm going to read it.
That's
Have,
fine.
have you ever, you want to read it or you want me to read it?
Go on, do your thing.
I want you to read a part though. Choose a part and read it. Have you ever rejected an opportunity that you should have taken? Yes, me too. And I'll say me too. Opportunity comes but once in a lifetime, and if not seized at the moment, it is passed on to someone else. The uncertainty surrounding opportunities is what makes them worthy of the risk. The uncertainty can be scary, but the results can be life changing. It is sometimes difficult to watch others doing what you are called to do, especially when you have the potential to do the same thing or do it even better. This does not mean you aren't happy for the person, but you're saddened because you gave up an opportunity to why you read out my life is what wrong with you to advance yourself. And herein lies one of the painful consequences of not saying yes to opportunities. Growth does not come by you shying away from your calling, but comes by giving yourself a chance at growth by saying yes, even when you feel incompetent. That's powerful. You want to read the rest?
Wow.
And tell me why you wrote that section.
All right. Give me a second.
Marjo on Facebook is saying, yes, I can relate. Great book. I need one. How do I get it? We'll soon tell you how you can get the book. Go right ahead.
So, over the years, I have always found myself shying away from a lot of things. And that was mainly because I felt unworthy. I felt as if, I didn't come from wealth. So nobody even wanted to see me do certain things. And I didn't think I deserved certain things. I mean, when I left primary school, I really wanted to go to Campion High. But
Mhm.
I told myself I could not go because the children are not going to accept me. They're not going to like me. I'm not going to
Wow.
be good enough. I just killed myself there. And I found that it became a habit or a cycle because every time when the teacher would write, Shanique has potential. I'm sure that a lot of people can understand this. When you leave school or at the end of the term when the report comes out and the teacher say, Nadine, you have potential. You can do so much more. But you find yourself killing that little seed that wants to blossom into something good, something powerful that can
Mhm.
reach people. So because it became a cycle for me, I just said one day, you know what? I am sick and tired of this. I am tired of downplaying myself. I've seen people do some things that I said, Shanique, I could have done a much better job, but I never felt like I could do it. So I allowed people to do nonsense, if I can say that. And then I found myself criticizing them. I could have done better. Instead of you doing that, stop
Mhm.
shying away. Give yourself the opportunity to receive. Allow yourself to be blessed and be a blessing. Allow yourself to grow that the way God wants you to grow. He has put so much in us, so much in you and I. If only you will stop shying away.
Wow.
Moses shied away and he was still called to lead the Israelites.
Mm. Wow.
Shying away doesn't cut it.
Now go work. No.
Yeah.
Not going to work. No, at all. Wow. Before we get to where persons can get the book,
Mhm.
I want to do another segment. Unforgiveness. Tell me
Wow.
about that part before I read it.
Oh Lord. um,
This is what I'm
unforgiveness
telling you why I like the book.
is
Because it's so easy. You just go so and you do so and you just say, oh, see something here, guilt. But envy. And believe me or not, believe me, listeners, whether or not you may say, oh, I don't envy, there is still something to learn. I don't have unforgiveness, there is still something there to learn. So there is something for you. Go ahead and tell me about the unforgiveness story. You see why you don't have to write another book now with the stories behind these something.
oh Lord. I thought about it, but I
Don't talk about it, write it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Go ahead.
All right. So unforgiveness for me was one of, in addition to shying away, was a major issue because, like I said, I found it hard to forgive family members for doing some things that I believe they should not have done. And I said it here, but I did not use those details. I didn't believe that I deserved a lot of the hurt I was being put through from a very young age. You know, when your parents are separated and you're back and forth, this one telling you this, that one saying it's your mother's fault, daddy saying mommy, mommy saying daddy, and it just
Wow.
a whole world of hurt, family members robbing you, all of these things that are happening. And I said, oh my God, if this would stop me from seeing God, it doesn't make any sense. And I don't want it to hinder me.
Mhm.
Forgiveness is always a sore point. Every time you mention, forgive somebody, it's always a sore point, but it is possible. It is
Yeah.
hard not to avenge yourself, but it is possible to just find peace and move on.
Wow. It is possible. We have just about 2 minutes. Let me just read a little bit and then we're going to get ready. So Dan says, yesterday morning, the topic for worship was unforgiveness. It's a big deal. You have to find the peace, as you heard Shanique saying, and move on. So let me just read a little part. Withholding forgiveness from someone who offended you, whether they are aware of it or not, is unforgiveness. Contrary to popular belief, you are harming nobody except yourself. Remember, me told you. By clinging to unforgiveness, you are also withholding joy, peace of mind, and good health from yourself. That's so true, because you end up having stress, and stress lead to depression, and that lead to high blood pressure and sugar and kind of something. Unforgiveness can lead to decades and centuries of mistrust and discord, many of which are simple misunderstandings, don't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Shanique. Sometimes when you get to the bottom of things and people are killing people now for some little simple something, what could I just say, sir, me never like how you do this. Ma'am, me don't like that. Oh, is that? Oh, is not that me did mean? Is this me did mean? Just a little thing. And unforgiveness makes a bad situation worse than it should be. Whenever you feel burdened by a heavy heart for a person or group and everything about them triggers past hurt, you know it is a case of unforgiveness. I want you to look into the camera for those who are watching and for those who are listening who have something to share, and just speak from your heart and also share how they can get the book. Go right.
Thank you. So, for those who are listening, I want to say thank you for taking the time out to learn how to be a better version of yourself. And thanks to Love 101 for having me. I just want you to know that this is a life changing tool. And if you need power over your past, which is clarity on who you are, progress for your present, keep moving on, and hope for your future, which is an attitude to succeed in everything that you do, then my friend, this is the tool for you. I can guarantee that if you get this tool, everything will start to change for the better. I know you might not feel like this is your season. You might be afraid, you feel unworthy, you feel like you're not good enough. But a lot of you might also be saying that, why should I buy this book? I've tried these things, I've heard preachers, I've heard motivational speakers, but take it from me. Don't shake it till you try it. Try it, give it a try. There is not enough time to do everything, but there is the right time to do the right thing, and that is start breaking your barriers. This tool is available at York Pharmacy right there in Half a Tree, Brian's bookstores, all locations, and at Sangster's bookstores for only $2,500. If you'd rather read it on a device, you can get it on Amazon. The paperback is $15.99 and the ebook is $7.99. Start breaking your barriers, guys.
Breaking Your Barriers with Shanique Davis. As you heard, available at Brian's and Sangster's bookstores, York Pharmacy, and on Amazon. 2,500 Jamaican. Shanique, I pray that you know for yourself that the best is yet to come, and that we can look for more books.
More,
More books
yes, more.
from Shanique. And then you write that one about your story because there's nothing more powerful than your story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shanique.
Thank you.
All the very best. This was great. Awesome.
Devote myself to study and to explore by wisdom all that is under heaven. Bringing the knowledge is given. Still we chase after the wind. Through ignorance in circles we spin. Come on, people, let's realize. Open your eyes, it's time to get wise, wise, wise. It's time to get wise, wise, wise. Time to get wise, wise, wise. Bookwise, Bookwise, Bookwise.
Love 101 Bookwise.